Farmer Joe had always farmed the same way, using old tools and methods. He refused to try anything new. His neighbour, Mr. Sam, suggested using modern tools, but Joe laughed. "The old ways have always worked," he said. The sun was hotter than usual, and Joe's crops struggled. His plough was heavy, and his ox grew tired. Joe went to the market but saw other farmers selling bigger, healthier crops. His produce looked small and weak. A young farmer, Ben, used new farming techniques. His fields were green and full. Joe wondered how he did it. Ben explained how fertilizers, irrigation, and better seeds helped. "It saves time and gives better crops," he said. Joe frowned. "Machines break. Chemicals ruin the soil. My father farmed this way, and so will I." His crops wilted under the heat, and pests destroyed many plants. Joe's old ways weren't working anymore. At the market, no one bought Joe's vegetables. "They're too small and dry," a customer said. Joe thought about his father. "He worked hard, but times were different then. Maybe I need to change." Joe visited Ben and asked for help. "I'll try a few changes, but I won't depend on machines," he said. Ben showed Joe how to rotate crops, use compost, and set up an irrigation system. Joe watched carefully. Joe used fertilizer on one part of his field and watered crops through pipes instead of carrying heavy buckets. Weeks later, Joe saw the difference. The new section grew taller and greener, while the old section struggled. Joe finally admitted, maybe new ways aren't so bad after all. He decided to change more of his methods. That season, Joe's crops were healthier than ever. He sold more at the market and earned extra money. Other farmers noticed. "Joe, your crops look great," one said. "What's your secret?" Joe smiled proudly. Joe shared his knowledge with farmers who were also afraid of change. "If I can do it, so can you." Joe realized that progress wasn't bad. "Change isn't about forgetting the past, but improving the future," he said. Joe's farm became the best in the village. He had finally learned that adaptability is key to growth.